Good evening, Naomi Shojmato for TVS Nightline, and here are the headlines for tonight. 3 people were killed after a boat capsized off PULAU PERHENTIAN on the night of June 28th. 2 were children, while the other is a 40-year-old adult. The remains of the 3 family members will be taken home to QUOTA and Penang for their final rites. And Sarawak continues to pursue the 35% parliamentary seat quota as envisioned under the MA63 agreement. Minister in charge, Dato' Sharifah Hasida Said Aman Ghazali, will not compromise with any decisions that will award less quota than stated. Over on world news, Iran has announced a special legal team to pursue cases related to the Israeli and US aggressions against the country in international forums. Majid Ansari, the Iranian Vice President for Legal Affairs, said the group will not only comprehensively examine military aggression, but also the violation of Iran's sovereignty and territorial integrity. More details later tonight. We begin with this news. Residents of Spau will soon enjoy better access to healthcare services with a tender for the construction of a new health clinic scheduled for August. A 5 million ringgit hemodialysis centre will be built to complement and enhance healthcare services in the area. Deputy Premier of Sarawak, Dr. Ahmad Jagal Suga Embas, said this marks a significant milestone in enhancing rural medical facilities.
Betung debah ke bisi nilai kita ke bawah dan dalam lagi bila tender tu Jason Ogos selalu pindah ke Julai Ogos kat tender na lama nya ongkosnya 5 juta ringgit. Okey kita mula ditu udah kiak nai buat berbuat orang buat betung dia. Nya kota ke datur nilai kami do datuk nak kau lihat dekat datur masang ke kita gitu. Okey kita nak gini orang bukai dalam no mansak.
At the same event, UGA presented minor rural project MRP grants totaling 1.73 million ringgit to 127 recipients, including Longhouse committees, JKKK, clubs, associations and parent-teacher associations STA in Bukit Saban. Meanwhile, Betong MP Dato' Dr. Richard Rapu also presented MRP grants worth 45,000 ringgit to the Gerempong Tuai Rumah GTR of Spau, Ulu Layar and Ulu Rimbas.
The Sarawak government remains committed to reinstating the 1/3 or 35% parliamentary seat quota as originally envisioned under the Malaysia Agreement 1963 or MA63. Deputy Minister in the Premier's Department of Law, MA63 and State Federal Relations, Dr. Sharifah Hasida Said Aman Ghazali said negotiations on the matter are still ongoing and the state government will not compromise on defending this right.
Tapi bagi persempadan semula 35% representasi dalam parlimen ini memang suatu yang kita terus anjurkan, kita terus perjuangkan dan memang akan ada terus negosiasi dan perbincangan diskusi yang lebih mendalam lagi mengenai tuntutan kita terhadap 35% representasi dalam parlimen. Ini akan kita teruskanlah. Jadi setakat ini belum ada keputusan yang tetap ke belum ada. Jadi tapi kita akan teruskan juga untuk memperjuangkan untuk menuntut 35% representasi dalam parlimen. Dan ini adalah sesuatu yang berterusan.
STEM-related subjects must remain the main focus of the national education system without adding new elements that could distract for the country's real developmental needs. Deputy Minister of Education, Innovation and Talent Development Sarawak, Dr. Anwar Rabai, stressed that a nation's strength in creating innovation and competing globally depends on the strong mastery of STEM fields.
According to Anwar, a clear example can be seen in China's approach, where the country set a goal of producing 500,000 engineers within 2 decades, a strategy that has transformed China into a formidable industrial power on the global stage.
His ambition was to make sure China has 500,000 engineers within 10 to 20 years. Only then China can be transformed into an industrialized country. So this type of ideas that the students, the young people should be educated good sounds in mathematics and English. Only then a lot of innovations or a lot of creativity can be created among the young people.
During the International Innovation and Creativity Championship BIICC 2025, Anwar described Sarawak's hosting of the event as a significant recognition of the state's rising status as a hub for innovation and creativity. Competitions like the BIICC are not merely about winning, rather it provides a platform for exchanging ideas and fostering innovative products that can profoundly impact economic development and enhance community well-being.
On to the next update. 2 girls aged 3 and 10 were among 3 people killed when a boat capsized off PULAU PERHENTIAN last night. Busur Police Chief Superintendent Azamuddin Ahmad identified the deceased in a 10:30 p.m. mishap as S. Arumugam, 40, his 3-year-old daughter A. Sarvika, and a 10-year-old relative V. Vinpani. The remains of 3 family members will be taken home to Butterworth, Penang and Sungai Petani, Kedah for their final rites. Meanwhile, 2 others on a boat, including a 6-year-old, was rushed to the Busur Hospital to seek immediate attention due to critical injuries.
Hasil siasatan kami mendapati bot tersebut dinaiki oleh 15 orang penumpang yang berumur lingkungan lebih kurang 3 hingga 40 tahun. Dan seorang pemandu bot semasa kejadian itu. Bersekut 16 orang lah. 15 dan 16 termasuk pemandu bot. Keadaan cuaca pada ketika itu hujan lebat, ribut dan laut bergelora menyebabkan bot itu terbalik dan karam. Ekoran kejadian tersebut, pasukan PDRM Pulau Perhentian bersama penduduk kampung telah melaksanakan tindakan menyelamat dan berjaya menjumpai kesemua 15 penumpang dan pemandu bot.
Investigation findings also revealed that all of the passengers on board were not wearing life jackets. Azamuddin also said that the boat driver in his 20s has been detained to assist in the investigation. He was tested positive for drugs and has 5 criminal records for drug-related offences. A 74-year-old substitute driver was killed while 9 others were injured in a van crash at kilometre 29 of Jalan Kunat Lahad Datu early this morning at 7 a.m. A distress call was received at 7:19 a.m. while fire and rescue rushed to the scene arrived at 7:50 a.m. Acting Kunat Police Chief ASP Redwan Rahman said the accident occurred when the driver lost control of the Hayes van, causing it to veer off to the right side of the road. The van was travelling from Semporna to Sandakan, carrying 10 passengers. The passengers aged between 46 and 75 received initial treatment before being taken to hospital using the Emergency Medical Rescue Services vehicle and an ambulance. Meanwhile, the case is being investigated under Section 41(1) of the Road Transport Act 1987.
Bawah nama
Welcome back. Iranian Vice President for Legal Affairs Majid Ansari has announced the formation of a special working group to pursue cases related to the Israeli and U.S. aggressions against Iran in international forums. According to the Islamic Republic News Agency, Majid Ansari made the announcement in a message on Saturday while congratulating and condoling the families of those who lost their lives during the recent Israeli attacks on the Islamic Republic. The specialized working group would pursue the legal aspects of the Israeli regime's blatant aggression against our country, he disclosed. Ansari explained that the decision to form the group, consisting of prominent experts and eminent lawyers, was taken to comprehensively examine not only the military aggression leading to the assassination of high-ranking commanders, scientists and citizens, but also the violation of the country's sovereignty and territorial integrity. In his message, Ansari emphasized the need for accurate documentation of the Israeli-US aggression and war crimes, saying the administration will use all its legal capacities to defend the rights of the Iranian nation. On June 13, Israel launched terrorist attacks on Iran, assassinating a group of senior military commanders, professors and civilians, and thus the imposed war began. Southern Europeans braced Saturday for their first heat wave of the Northern Hemisphere summer as climate change pushes thermometers on the world's fastest warming continent increasingly into the red. Scientists have long warned that humanity's burning of fossil fuels is heating up the world with disastrous consequences for the environment. In Italy, 17 cities, from Milan in the north to Palermo in the south, were put on red alert for high temperature, with peaks recorded of 39 degrees Celsius.
Oui, j'habite ici dans un immeuble, mais il n'y a pas de clim, on a les ventilateurs. Et voilà. Et on descend pour se baigner, comme vous avez pu l'apercevoir là-bas, pour se réchauffer. On n'a pas de piscine gratuite ici, madame. Et voilà.
Entre la chaleur, on se met au frais. On se met à l'ombre, le ventilateur qui tourne à tout bout de champ, la clim un peu si c'est possible. Sinon, on s'hydrate bien et on a aussi les bombes à eau, tout ce qu'il faut. Enfin, on essaye de s'équiper un maximum, quoi.
In Rome, the high temperatures drove the Eternal City's many tourists and pilgrims towards its 2,500 public fountains for refreshment. In France, as temperatures in the southern port city of Marseille flirted with 40 degrees Celsius, the city's authorities ordered public swimming pools to be free of charge to help residents beat the Mediterranean heat. Two-thirds of Portugal will be on high alert on Sunday for extreme heat and forest fires, with 42 degrees Celsius expected in the capital, Lisbon.
And those are the updates on TVS Nightline. I'm Shalish Mato. Thank you for watching and have a good night.